How you doing, Amir? A lot of talk about your debut this Friday. How are you feeling ahead?
I'm good. Good. Thanks, God.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about your debut. You're facing an undefeated Islam Abasov. How's training camp been? How do you feel physically? How do you feel mentally?
بشون که تمرین خیلی خوبی داشتیم، کمپ خیلی خوبی داشتیم برای این بازی و منتظریم که فقط حریف بیاد و یه فایت خیلی خوب به نمایش بذاریم و امیدوارم که اولین فایت توی وان چمپیون رضایت همه تماشاگرها رو داشته باشه.
We've had a really good camp, a really good fight preparation to get here. It's been a few months in the making. We're very excited for this, and we're sure we're going to shock the fans in our debut and with our performance.
Now, a lot of these Asian fans will probably see you compete for the first time. What can fans expect from Amir Aliakbari?
مطمئن باشید من بعد از 20 ماه که دارم برمیگردم دوست دارم فایتی به نمایش بذارم که همه تماشاگرها خیلی هیجان زده بشن.
After 20 months of practicing and getting ready for a fight, I am very excited to get in there and the fans can be expecting a very high thrilling fight.
What are your thoughts on Islam Abasov? He's an undefeated fighter, 6-0. Hasn't been able to watch any tape on him?
So as of right now, Islam Abasov is no longer fighting. Their one championship is looking for a new opponent. And whoever they throw at us, we're going to be ready to fight.
Well, this is news to me.
It's news to us too.
Me too, bro.
Well, let's see. Tell us about the months leading up to this. Then you had a long time since announcing your signing with One Championship. What's training been like? What was the media like? How's life been?
ما تقریبا 3 ماه خیلی سخت تمرین کردیم. خب یک ماه پیش بازی ما کنسل شد ولی ما کمپو قطع نکردیم و تمرینات خیلی سختی پشت سر گذاشتیم و نسبت بازی قبلی که داشتیم خیلی پیشرفت کردیم و ان شاءالله که این هفته نشون میدیم کجای کاری.
We had 3 hard months of training to prepare for our fight. Then last month our fight got canceled, but we continued to train. So it's been a long 4 months getting here. We trained very hard, and with our fight coming this week, we're going to show you how our preparation was.
Where's the training camp been? I see that he's affiliated to AK Thailand. Is that still where he is now, or is he training somewhere else?
توی کمپ AAA توی ایران، کمپ خودم.
He trained at his own camp at AAA in Iran.
AAA in Iran.
It's his own camp that he prepared with his guys, and he created a big group over there.
That's amazing. Now, we got to talk about this one. Brandon Vera. You've been calling out Brandon Vera for a long time. Brandon Vera is scheduled to fight Arjan Bular. What do you think about that matchup and how well he matches up against those two?
چند وقتی داره برندن ورا اسمش میگی الان داره یه مچاپ با این روسیه میکنه. چی فکر می‌کنید در مورد مچاپشون؟
برای من اصلا فرقی نمیکنه. برندن ورا کومار فقط میخوام خیلی زود بازی کنم و تکلیف قهرمان مشخص بشه چون فایت بعدی منم که سر کم من بازی میکنم و هر کدوم که باشه یه جوری لهشون میکنم که مدت تا خونه استراحت کنم.
For me, it doesn't matter if it's Vera or anybody else. I am prepared to do anything I can. I am the true champ. Amir is the true champ. Whoever that is in front of him, he's ready to smash, and he is going to show you guys this weekend.
One Championship has signed a lot of new one heavyweights into the One Championship roster. We have great talents like Tom DeBlas, Marcus Buchecha. Have you done your homework on these athletes? Yeah. And what's your opinion on them?
یا آدمای جدید انتخاب کرده توی دیویژن خودت اینا رو در موردش میدونی یا
همشون رو میشناسم و سنگین وزنای خوبی رو گرفته توی دنیا و داره سنگین وزن وان چمپیونشیپ خیلی خوب داره میشه ولی همه اینا چند لول پایین‌تر از منن و من با اختلاف خیلی زیاد بهترین سنگین وزنم.
He has done his homework. He is aware of all these fighters. He believes that One Championship has done a good job in creating the heavyweight roster. He is excited to see to become on this roster, but he truly believes that he is 2 steps ahead of everyone else on the roster.
Now, for the fans who hasn't seen Amir fight yet, can you describe his style to the fans?
اونایی که فایتر تو رو قبلا ندیدن میتونی بگی استایل تو چطوریه؟
من تو همه استایل‌ها مبارزه میکنم و تو همه استایل‌ها تمرین کردم. من کشتیم با بوکسم و استراکچر هم هیچ فرقی نمیکنه و مونده به حریفم که چجوری بخوام باش مبارزه کنم.
He has trained all styles and all backgrounds. His wrestling is just as good as his striking. His grappling is just as good as his ground game. He will determine based on his opponent and which style he wants to go to, but he is very confident in all different type of styles.
Now, Amir has fought all over the world. He's fought in Petersburg. He's fought in Japan. He's fought in Thailand as well. How does it feel now to finally land in one championship, the home of martial arts? And what's it been like being an athlete for one?
همه just fight کردی. الان که اومدی توی دیویژن وان چمپیونشیپ چی احساسی داری؟
من از خیلی قبل وان چمپیونشیپ رو دوست داشتم و دوست داشتم یه روز توی وان چمپیونشیپ بازی کنم و الان محقق شده و قراره توی وان چمپیونشیپ بازی کنم. خیلی خوشحالم و خیلی هیجان زدم و امیدوارم که یه شب خیلی بزرگ با هم بسازیم.
He has been looking forward to one championship for a very long time. He's been a big fan even before he signed on to the division. It's been a long time coming for him. He believes that he is the rightful heavyweight here, and starting this week, he's going to show his abilities.
Now, speaking about that, one championship has also signed a lot of Iranian fighters recently. Is Amir close with them, and what does he think of that? Now, being this part of a group leading this new Iranian wave.
One championship یه عالم ایرانی تازه چیز کرده. خود احساس چیه و از کاپیتان چی احساسی داری؟
خب خیلی خوشحالم که وان چمپیونشیپ بعد از اینکه با ما امضا کرد قبول کرد با تیم ما با کسایی که توی ایران بهترین بودن هم امضا کنه و ما در تلاشیم یک سری فایترهای خوب دیگه از ایران بیاریم چون من میدونم وان چمپیونشیپ جزو بهترین سازمان‌های دنیاست و دوست دارم که بهترین فایترهای ایرانو بیارم توی وان چمپیونشیپ.
He is grateful that one championship signed his entire team and his roster after they signed him. They believe that the future of Iran and one championship coincide with each other, and that his team, starting with his team, they're going to open a pathway to Iranian fighting as well.
That's going to be exciting to see, man. We got a question here from Matthew Scott of South China Morning Post. Can he talk a bit about his beginnings in combat sport? What and who got him interested in wrestling first? And was he always keen on exploring other combat sports?
چطوری شروع کردی درو کردن؟ با چی شروع کردی و همیشه می‌دونستی واسه ام بری؟
خب من بعد از اینکه کشتی گذاشتم کنار بعد از تقریبا 15 سال تمرین کشتی اومدم توی کمپ اکی توی تایلند و شروع کردم به یاد گرفتن ام ام ای به خاطر اینکه از خیلی کوچیک‌تر علاقه خیلی زیادی به جنگ کردن داشتم.
After a long career in wrestling, he put that aside and started training at AKA in Thailand. He's always been attracted to the sports of martial arts and just war in general, and that's what his ambitions were.
Next question here from Leon Jennings of Asian Persuasion MMA. Who does Amir expect to win when Vera defends his title against Ajan Bular?
فکر می‌کنی بعد از فایت ورا با کی دعوا می‌کنی؟ با ورا یا
احساس میکنم که کومار این بازی رو میبره ولی واقعا برای من فرق نمیکنه و دوست دارم که خیلی زود این بازی برگزار بشه و بازی بعدی برسه به من.
He thinks Kumar has an upper handle on that fight, and after that fight, he's excited to match up against him and show that why he's a few levels above everybody else.
Next question here from Jim Barcelona of Miami Herald. Has he trained any different because of COVID, and how has he evolved as a fighter?
به خاطر این کووید کرونا ویروس چطوری ترینینگ فرق کرده؟
خب ما خیلی از بچه‌ها که توی کمپ ما تمرین می‌کردن رو تعطیل کردیم و جدا کردیم و با یک تیم خاص 5 نفره این 3 ماه رو تمرین کردیم ولی خب کووید باعث شد که خیلی سخت بتونیم تمرین کنیم.
Because of COVID, training has been a little difficult. He had to minimize his team from 20 people down to 5 people, 5 selected people to help him and his training camp. So it's been a little tougher, but it doesn't matter for him. He's ready.
Question here from Michael Clifton of Low Kick MMA. What is it like working with Ali Abdulaziz, and how did that relationship come about?
علی خب وقتی که تیم ما با علی آشنا شد و با هم شروع کردیم به کار کردن فهمیدم که علی خیلی پسر خوبیه و خیلی متحده توی کارش و خیلی کمک کرده به من که تا اینجا که همه کارا خوب پیش بره.
The form that his management that formed around Ali Abdulaziz and Prideline management has been very good, very successful. They've helped him get over here and battle any kind of hurdle that he's gone up against, and they've been very supportive behind him.
Matt Scott of South China Morning Post with this question. What about the MMA scene in Iran? Can you talk a bit more about the sport back home and how is it being developed and what is its history?
MMA ایران چطوریه و چطوری دیولپ میشه؟
خب توی این 3-4 سال اخیر که MMA توی ایران جا افتاده خیلی خوب دارن پیشرفت میکنن به بچه‌ها و خیلی دارن جلو میان. امیدوارم که تا 5-6 سال آینده MMA ایران جزو قوی ترین MMA های دنیا باشه و پیشرو این MMA ایران هم تیم ماست که صبح و از ظهر دارن تمرین میکنن که بتونن پیشرفت کنن.
The MMA scene in Iran is very new. It's only been a couple of years, but it's increasing with popularity very quickly. And his team that he has formed in Iran is spearheading the movement. He believes in 4 to 5 years, the Iranian teams will be one of the greatest teams to fight in mixed martial arts.
Going into this question now from Michael Clifton of Low Kick MMA. One has been mostly known for its fighters in the lighter divisions. And obviously Amir has a big following. Do you feel like you're the fighter to help one's heavyweight division receive more attention?
خاطر که اون پشتیبانی که داری مثلا توی اینستاگرام میره فالوینگ خیلی بزرگی داری فکر کنی تو آدمی هستی که مثلا این راه تو ایران باز کنه.
خب ما مردم ایران همیشه پشت همین و هر کاری که میکنیم سعی میکنیم همدیگه رو حمایت کنیم و من بعد از اینکه فوکوسم روی فایت اولین فکرم اینه که بتونم MMA رو به صورت رسمی و بزرگ وارد ایران کنم و کمک کنم به همه فایترهای ایران که پیشرفت کنن.
The Iranian people do a very good job of supporting their own. Anytime there's an Iranian athlete, the entire country stands behind them. His number one priority right now is his fight this weekend. But after that, he has big ambitions to open up this pathway in Iran, and he believes that him and his team are the team to go ahead and do this, along with one championship.
Question from Jim Barcelona again from Miami Herald. Who got him ready for the fight, and who is with him for this fight in his corner?
چطوری آمادگی برای این فایت توی کورنرت کیه؟
خب ما تمرینات خیلی خوبی و منظمی داشتیم. کورنر من آیدین طالبیه که خیلی کمک کرده توی این کمپ ما رو و نزدیک به 2 ساله که صبح و بعد از ظهر داریم با هم تمرین میکنیم و وقتی که وارد قفس بشم متوجه میشید که چقدر آماده‌ام.
Again, he selected a very few amount of people to train him for this. For the last 2 years, he's been training with his coach and cornerman, Aydin. They've been working night and day in the past to get to this place that he is right now.
One championship, this new heavyweight roster, Brandon Vera, the champion. With a win, well, obviously this bout had to be rescheduled. Does he think with one win, he puts himself in line to be the next contender for that title fight?
با یه دونه فایت میتونیم خودتو آماده کنی برای تایتل فایت یعنی not درست.
Of course من همین الانم آماده تایتل فایتم ولی خب میدونم که تایتل فایت مچ شده با هم ولی شک نکنید که برای بازی دوم تایتل فایت مال منه و خود کمربندم مال منه.
He believes because of the person he is and the following that he has that his very first fight should have been for the title, but after this fight you guys will see why his next fight should be for the title and he's confident that he is going to fight for the title for his next fight.
Now Amir hasn't fought in over a year. How does he keep sharp with such a long break?
یه ساله که دعوا نکردی بیشتر چیزی دعوا نکردی چطوری خودتو شارپ کنی؟
من 20 ماهه که فایت نکردم ولی توی این 20 ماه یک روز استراحت نکردم و سخت تمرین کردم و نسبت به فایت قبلم خیلی پیشرفت داشتم و مطمئن باشید که بعد از این فایت های متفاوتی از من می‌بینید.
He actually hasn't fought in over 20 months, but since that time there hasn't been a single day off that he's had. He's been praying night and day with his team, his cornerman, his coach. He feels that he's a lot better and a lot sharper than he was back then. He's ready for this, and you guys will see his results.
Talking about the fans, is there anything you'd like to tell to his fans in Singapore and all across the world?
اولا که میدونم که همه به من انرژی مثبت میدید و همه پشت منید و ممنونم ازتون. دوم این که منتظر باشید روز جمعه یه فایتی میخوام براتون بکنم که همتون لذت ببرید از این فایت.
He's very thankful for the support he's gotten in Iran and in Singapore all around the world. And he is excited to show you guys this weekend about how he performs and his performance in general.
We'll probably have one more question here, just waiting for the media to type in. So give us a second here. How has the flight been? How was the travel from Iran back into Singapore? Was there any complications in that?
اولا از وان چمپیونشیپ تشکر میکنم که توی این شرایط داره بازی رو برگزار میکنه و بهترین پرواز برای ما گرفت. ما خیلی راحت رسیدیم اینجا و امیدوارم که با فایت خوبمون همه چیز رو جبران کنیم.
He wants to send the thanks to One Championship for their accommodations, taking care of all logistics. He's had a great flight over here, a great stay over here. They've taken care of him. And he wants to send his thanks with his performance this weekend.
That's all from us. Thank you both for your time, and I hope we get an opponent for you tomorrow.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you guys very much.